Hello guys, so we are back again with another video, and then again from the bad result of the last race I'm heading back to Sazuka. And then good thing my driver rating still remains B, and then I'm very happy to be in this lobby. So let's jump into the race. So we are starting with P4 this time, a little bit ahead, so hopefully we'll be able to get a podium place somewhere. At least P3 or P2 would be great. So we have a German and then another Portuguese driver who's driving Lexus ahead of us, and then one Dutchman on pole position. So first two laps I really don't want to attack because I want to get away from the pack. It's a very short race. It's only four laps, so obviously we will have to get away from the pack if we want to have a clean race at the end. So first corner, it's very tricky corners. Actually, Sazuka becomes really one of my favorite tracks somehow, because I really find it's a pure driver's track. It's like a roller coaster, especially its first two sectors. You got to have a really good throttle control to manage a clean, a nailing lap, I would say. So it's one of that track that I don't know how to say. It's an awesome track for me. I really feel great, especially on Porsche. So, and also good thing this season, FIS is good move for me. I'll be moving to Porsche. So what do you guys think about that? I don't know. I know the tire is little weird in Porsche, but this is the first car that I drive without any traction control. I feel the power and I'm little able to hold Porsche without traction, and it's a easy controller car. So there were a little tap happen. It's not a potential, so I backed off there. I have given him the space, so I think that's what we should do, because I think he braked super early there. I didn't miss the braking point somehow. No harm done, and I had given him the space. I backed off there. Now back again to the race. So this final corner is very tricky, because you really need to have a lot of patience there with the best throttle control that you have in the race, and get the power earlier to get this straight done. And then as you can see, I managed to catch up the pack again. I managed to stay close to him, and I don't want to fight with him, because if in here I was just showing the nose because I knew that they are too. Oh, I shouldn't have done that move. I shouldn't have done that, and that's a huge mistake, because I'm lucky that he survived, and I thought he would give the space, but I was nowhere near to make a move there. I shouldn't have done that move. So no harm done, and then we continue racing. So we three are really close, and then we had a South African back all over the back bumper of us. I don't know what happened. He probably made a mistake, so we got my fellow Britain driver behind me, and then I'm really safe, because I used to drive with GT for last few races, and I realized whenever he's back of me, he doesn't try to make a silly moves. He knows that we got to catch. So P1 also dropped down. I think he made a mistake. This track force you to do errors if you're not really considering. This track can force you to do errors, as you can see. So two guys already down from the top pack, and then GT gives me plenty of room. GT is not trying to do any type bump. He knows that I'm going for P2 or P1, catch P1, and he knows that hanging into me would do the job for him as well, and he's giving me enough room to take my normal lines and go and catch up the back. So Portuguese German driver went there too wide. I don't know, I lost the gap there, and I really have to get back to his slipstream if I want to keep this P3. So again, the final corner, very tricky corner. This final corner, I really love it. It feels really great when you're back on the power in that corner, because it feels really great for me. I really love this track. So we continue racing. Now for me, at this point I'm a little worried, because I'm gonna drop out from the slipstream range, and then I'm gonna be my own, and then I have Aston behind me. So Aston, so I have to like go defensive here. I know that GT will try, but anyway, no issue there. So we made it. I shouldn't have done the defensive move there too. I should have just continue racing, take my normal lines, but I just took it for my better round. So because of that defensive move, that's a silly move from me. These are the things that I need to improve, that I shouldn't have defended there. So I lost couple of tenths. I think the gap opens up, and then P1 and P2 getting again going away from us, and this is not really cool for me. I really have to go back to the slipstream, and if I won't, I have to make the German make a error. That's my goal here. I have to keep my mindset that I have to force him to maybe show my nose somewhere and just to get my position back. So I really want to be in podium here, but I want to finish this race P2, but it doesn't seems to be going our way. They are pulling away, and then I have the Britain GT all around me now. But I'm okay when GT is around me, because I know that he's not gonna do any dive bombs here. He actually flashed me a few times during the race. He wanted me to go and catch the pack. He knows that. So yes, we managed to catch up the pack now. So it was a good second sector for us. So at least we are getting close. Now with the new regulation, slipstream dropped down. So it's a good thing actually, because last races it was 1.5 second you could still get the slipstream. So it's really disadvantage the driver who drives in front, because you have to, especially in these lobbies now, because of C lobbies. I was into C lobbies, now I'm getting into B. Sometime I get into top splits in daily. So this is really close racing, and then when the all effort that you put into a race goes down because of that bloody slipstream. So yeah, that's a good decision by Gtsport. So now again, nothing much happening for us. We are just driving around, and then German puts fastest lap on the race. So obviously he has the pace. So I really have to do something here to get close to him. If not, we are not going to make it. At least I know that I can keep the P3, but good thing that P1 got a penalty, 1 second penalty for cutting this chicken. That chicken, especially the first chicken, you can cut as much as you want, but the second one, if you put your 2 tires on that, you're gonna get a penalty. So little tricky. Sometimes the Gtsport penalty system works like, I don't know, it's weird. Nothing's happening for me at this point. I'm trying as much as I could. Obviously I'm very new to the lobby, so this lobby, and then this is top B is like, I was having like 20k, so it's top B level. So I really want a good exit here. If I don't make a good exit here, I'm not gonna catch them up. So no, it's little too deep there. I should have take like close a line and get a good exit, but I couldn't at this point. But somehow, yeah, I'm just catching up now. I'm in a slipstream range, so if I get a good exit here, I'll be able to. And the good thing, Portuguese driver who's driving P1, he will have a penalty, and he will be right in front of the German. So this might make a chance, because they will have to go side by side on 130R. So you know what happened when 130R. I mean, if you have a great mind, if you have some common sense in racing, you're not Alonso to do 130R side by side. So somehow they managed, German jump back, and then Portuguese tried to dive into inside. It didn't work. Oh, they make a contact. That's a silly move by Portuguese driver. Very, very silly move, I would say. He lost it completely. He should have, first thing, German should have taken the inside line there and protect his position. Somehow we managed to finish the race P1. So silly mistake by the Portuguese driver, I would say, because there is no point that going inside that line, because he was way in front of you. So he thought he could make it, but he outbraked himself. He went to the curve and ended up hitting the German driver. Unfortunate for him, and I really feel bad for him. But that's how it happens in Gtsport sometimes. So thank you very much, guys, for watching again.